Hey everyone, John here. Just wanted to do our check-in or our midday check-in, see how you guys are doing out there. Want to know how your goals coming along. How are those milestones? You hitting them? You making the mark? Have you added goals? Because that's super exciting if you added goals. If you're still working on the original three, are you close? We're getting there. So I know you guys are getting close, and I feel most of you have probably added one or two additional ones. So I want that just to be a learning tool for you that don't undersell yourself and your capabilities and what you're able to go out there and do, because a lot of you guys that I talk to on a daily basis, you guys are rock stars. You're crushing it, and I don't want you to sell yourself short and undermine your actual capabilities. So just be out there, keep rocking it, keep doing that good work that you guys are doing. Now, I wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit about another sabotaging thing that sometimes we as people as a whole, especially if you're in any kind of leadership role or business role, even in the military, you have this thing called negative comparison. So, have you heard about this? Have you really thought about this? So, negative comparison happens when you start comparing yourself to others, but you do it in the negative sense. So sometimes, there's rare occasions where a comparison can be a good thing. It can motivate you, kind of help you see where maybe you're falling short a little bit or areas you can improve on, and that's fine. But when it becomes obsessive, when you're always comparing yourself to other people and their accomplishments and what they're doing, especially in business, it's dangerous. So like in the military, the common thing is people will compare themselves like, oh, well, that guy over there has this Ranger tab, or that young woman over there, she's this aide, or she's this super significant, chief of staff, and she's doing all these great things, and I'm falling short, and I don't know what she did, and she did great things. I don't have those opportunities, and that's a form of self sabotage, because most of the time you do need to create those opportunities. They worked really hard to get there. I mean, you look at very successful business owners, very successful military generals and leaders, and senior non commissioned officers, and there's a lot of work that you don't see that happen behind the scenes. And it's same for you. Look at all the hard work you're doing to get where you are. So you can't go out there and compare yourself negatively, especially against other people and their milestones and their marks. They're in different parts of their journey. And so comparing yourself to what they've accomplished or where they're at, you're only going to sabotage yourself, because then those things of doubt start creeping in, and then you go to a thing called negative judgment. We start judging yourself negative. They're like, oh, well, they're super successful, I can't do this. Think about what happens if you do that, talking about your competitors. Oh, well, they got this leg up, and oh, I can't do this. They're always going to be one step ahead. They're always going to be this. I just want to remind you, you don't know the struggles they're going through either. That it social media is great at letting us show all these great things that are going on, when behind the scenes it's not really going that great. The world could be falling apart. And it happens. It's what we do. We don't want people to see our dirty laundry. We don't want people to see where we're struggling, where we're hurting. We want it to make it look like we're very successful. That's human nature. So don't worry about it. Everyone's got a journey. Everyone's got a heartache. Everyone's got hiccups and you know, very, very big challenges that they have to overcome. Just like you, you're no different. So don't compare yourself to them. And when you're looking at your journey as a whole, you have to really dig down and figure out what is right for you. What is success for you? Do you really need all those things? Do you really have to hit those exact same milestones as they did? Or for you military guys, did you really need all the fancy Ranger tab and Airborne tab and Halos and Scuba and Special Forces tabs, and you got every tab in school and Sniper school and Recon school and ARC and all that under the sun? And I mean, was that because that's exactly what you really wanted to do, or were you trying to be like someone else or trying to show someone? Remember that urge to prove we talked about a few days ago, where you're trying to prove something? And only you know that. Only you know what is right for you. And you not only do you have to know what is right for you, you have to know why it's right for you. Right. So for those of you on your business journeys, those of you starting your own thing or you're working for companies, you just take that hard second to ask yourself, that is what you're doing right for you? And then why is it right for you? And if you can answer that and answer that with calm and confidence and clarity, you're in a good spot. There's a lot of us out here. We're in the space of helping veterans or helping businesses. As long as you know what you're doing and why you're doing it, and then is it right for you, you'll have your answer. So don't get discouraged and start comparing yourself to your competitors out there or other businesses or other coaches or mentors or whatever space you're in. Focus on what is right for you and where you're at in your journey. No one's going to see the struggle unless you go out there and you grab those mentors and those coaches and those people to help you along the way. And that's fine. That's what you should do. Don't go it alone. You only make it worse when you try to go alone. It makes things slower, makes things harder, and you don't need that additional stress. So you guys always have a battle buddy with you. Always be out there and use those resources. Use the resources that are there for you to help you. And just want to make sure that you guys are knowing you're crushing it out there, right. Don't compare yourselves to them. You'll make yourself feel inferior, and there's a danger of self-selecting at that point. You could self-select yourself out of something because you'll start comparing to someone or another organization. You're like, well, I'm never gonna be able to compete with them. I'm never gonna be able to get up to that level, and you will self-select out when in reality you could probably go out there and disrupt it or overtake their market share or crush it or innovate something completely different that they would have never thought of. So don't sell yourselves out. Don't sell yourself short and don't talk yourself out of it. Don't self select. You guys got this. There's an amazing group of all stars that I talk to on the daily, both veterans and business owners and business workers, executives and technicians and all that. You guys are rock stars and keep going, one step at a time, one step at a time. That's all it takes. Hey, and you guys, you're not going at it alone. I'm always here for you. Always happy to help where I can and when I can. Um, please feel free to reach out, message me. Let's talk. Let's open a discussion. Let's get on a Zoom chat and let's talk about this. I'll be happy to help you. I'll be happy to work with you. Do whatever we got to do to make you guys successful, right? Because when one wins, we all win. All right, guys. Hey, I'm here for you. It's almost the end of the week, so keep pushing forward, keep driving those goals, and look forward to hearing from you guys. All right, stay good.